When a taxpayer owes a sum of money to the IRS, there are options available to make dealing with it easy. When back taxes are owed, people often make the mistake of trying to pay the back taxes before paying the current taxes. But there is a better approach to this. Hi, I'm Gary, and welcome to TaxBulldog for the best thoughts and ideas for trimming your tax debt. Now, these videos are to help you, to help yourself, to avoid costly professional fees. If your situation has a level of complexity, then you may want to consult a tax professional. Now, these videos will at least give you an introduction of what to expect and to know when someone is just misleading you. Now, before I start, I have to make a few disclosures, and they are important. For purposes of brevity, I will just list these in the description below. So be sure to read them, as they do contain important information you will need to know. Now, in these videos, I will make references to links and resources on the web, and often I'll display them on the screen and I'll put them in the description below. If the link is lengthy, I'll just list it below. Now, if you feel you need professional help, see my video on selecting a tax professional to represent you at this link, and I'll put this below. So, to get down to this subject, in this video, I'm going to talk about prioritizing current tax payments over back taxes. Now, this will be a short video, as it is a brief but important topic. It is most common for people to think that paying a past due debt is a priority over paying the current one. This is often true with consumer and utility debts. However, when it comes to taxes, this process actually costs the taxpayer more money than needed, and it creates an ongoing tax debt that only grows bigger. Now, the reason it grows bigger is because of the penalties and interest that accrue, far more than consumer debt does. People will delay paying current payments in a number of ways. They may have under withholding, claiming too many exemptions on their paychecks. Then there are those who are in business or self-employed, and they may underpay their estimated taxes. Now, most people are hoping for a certain extra income, a sales boost, or perhaps a windfall, like winning the lottery, so they can catch up. Often, that doesn't happen. Another tactic taxpayers might use is to delay filing subsequent returns to avoid a compounded payment and collections issue. Actually, that's a bad idea. With that tactic, late returns accrue the steepest and fastest growing penalty that the IRS has, apart from civil and fraud penalties. The late filing penalties can add up very quickly at 5% per month to a max of 25% in 5 months. That's really steep and fast. That's costing a taxpayer a lot of money. As for keeping the wolf from the door when filing taxes on time, that delay tactic eventually backfires. So actually, paying taxes currently and working on the back taxes gets you a more agreeable IRS to work with. The IRS is interested in helping you to become a compliant taxpayer. They don't want to punish you harshly for it. Now, the penalties are, we have the late payment penalty, and that's at 0.5% per month, maxing out at 25% after about 50 months, or about 4 years. Now, if an installment agreement is set up, that drops to 0.25% per month, maxing out at 25% if it takes that long to pay off. Now, interest at the time of this video is at 4% compounded daily, and that adds up fast. So as you may see, penalties and interest accrue on each new liability that arises. By first making sure that adequate withholding or estimated tax payments are being paid, and then entering into an installment agreement for the back taxes, you stop new penalties from adding up and becoming out of control, and you also reduce the penalty rate on late payments to 0.25%. Now, your payments on back taxes will be based on your ability to pay, and they do try to collect the taxes within 6 years, but that can be stretched out longer if it needs to be. Now, see my other videos on installment agreements. If you don't have any ability to pay, they will put your file into a currently not collectible status, also known as a CNC. The tax debt doesn't go away, but they won't ask you for payments, nor will they take any collection actions. The penalty and interest will continue to accrue. Now, a file can remain in a CNC status for up to 2 years. It may be reviewed periodically to see if your ability to pay may have changed. That can also be triggered by a tax return that shows more income or third-party reports such as a Form 1099 or disclosures filed by financial institutions. Now, this is exactly how the IRS wants taxpayers to deal with this. Pay current taxes first, work on the back taxes as you are able to. If you're not able to, the back taxes just sit on the back burner. If it goes on long enough, the statutes will expire and the tax debt will just dissipate into thin air. Now, the IRS reference for this is the Internal Revenue Manual 5.15.1.11. So in summary, it is better and cheaper to pay current taxes as they are due. Back taxes can be put on an installment agreement or placed into a CNC status, and this will save you money. Now here are some resources, and I'll put these in the description below. TaxBulldog.com. This is my website with many articles, documents, forms, and other information in regards to dealing with tax collection, audit, and compliance issues. I try to demystify things. /IRS Back Taxes book. This is a book that I wrote with my co-author, and it's available online at this link. TaxBulldog here on YouTube for helpful videos. I'll put a link to that below. Now you have the IRS on YouTube, and they have a treasure trove of helpful videos for taxpayers. This is very good information. However, be aware that these are brief and don't cover all the nuances. So in closing, thank you for watching this video. If you liked it and you got some useful information and ideas from it, please give me a like and share with your family, friends, and colleagues. This is all I do, and I do it well. Please subscribe to see my future videos as I produce them so you won't miss anything. And you can be aware of topics that may be timely and important for you at that time. Please leave your comments below. I can answer general questions here. For specifics, please contact me at TaxBulldog.com. Thank you.